Hey everybody, welcome back. E3 members, great to see you today on another webinar here. And I've been so excited to share this unique tool for pilots. So if you're a pilot out there, what we're gonna go through tonight is so cool. I've been waiting a long time to be able to share it to you all. And also at home, the team is telling me there's tons of people on the webinar tonight. So just want to thank you all, E3 members. And I do want to tell you, we are gonna share this out on YouTube. We're gonna put this out for everybody else to see the tools and some of the stuff you guys get access to. So tonight, we're going to be talking about the E3 SKYSHARE app, and it's called the Unique Landings Location Tool. Now, this is not an airport location thing or anything like that. It's not for flight. It'll never be anything like that. The reason it's called Unique Landings is because these are all locations that are maybe a bush strip in Idaho or Montana, or a backcountry strip up in Colorado, or whatever it may be, or maybe it's museums you can land at. There's even racetracks in here. There's incredible restaurants. There's also all kinds of seaplane locations with restaurants, just plain seaplane, beaches and things. Really cool places you can go in seaplanes. The restaurant stuff is really cool. I got to tell you, one of the reasons I love this, and I've actually been playing with this, I spend hours in here looking at all the stuff that you members, because this is a community app that we're all sharing in, but I spend hours in here going and look at the places you guys are putting in, and it's like, I'm more and more excited to go to some of these places, and I've discovered some incredible places to go to. So thank all you guys out there that in beta team and stuff that have been putting a lot of locations and stuff in there. So we're going to walk through this. Again, we call it Unique Landing Locations. It's not an airport locator. It's just places that you normally would not find on any maps, and it's community generated. So all of you guys home, E3 members, it's already in your E3 member platform. It's in there. It's beta. It says beta 1.5 right now. You can see on top of the screen. While this is in beta mode, it's included in your E3 Aviation membership. So all E3 Aviation members, it's included in here forever. You're grandfathered for life. Eventually, once it gets out of beta, this will be getting sold on its own and stuff like that. But for now, you guys have it. So we're gonna walk through it. So let me show you what we got here on the screen. Spend a few minutes here. Across the top, we've got, welcome message. I'm not gonna bore you with that. We actually got a little bit of a message from Trent here, because this is Trent Palmer's secret locations, bush landing spots and backcountry spots. A lot of his things are on there. We've got a lot of cool seaplane things that are on there too. Then we have this button here, this is the advanced details view. We'll get to that in a minute. And then there's also, if I scroll through here, these are all the instructions of how you can use the map. So it talks to you about how to use the map, what all the buttons and stuff are. We're gonna go through all this, and I'm gonna show you how to use this. It's really cool, really user-friendly. It's also on your phone, which is kind of cool. Some really cool features on the mobile app as well. So this is just the instructions on how you can put in your own locations and how you can sift and sort and things like that. So, and then what do we have here? So on this side there's two buttons here. One is you can actually add your own locations that you've been to, or maybe there's a restaurant that you found on a grass strip somewhere that nobody knows about. Man, there's pizza joints that I found on grass strips that you guys put in there that I went to that were absolutely outstanding. It was a great day. But you could put your own stuff here. The general way to add a location is right here. So when you're on the map, you can see here, if I found a place here on the map, and I can show you if I'm right there and I want to add a location, I can come in here, title it, maybe it's Joe's Pizza Shack, grass strip, whatever it may be. And then down here, you can start to put in whether it's a backcountry, whether it's a seaplane landing strip, whatever it may be. And I'm not gonna go through all this right now, because you guys can log in and actually do this. Type it is private, public, BLM. You can put links in there. Is it a museum? Is it a bed and breakfast? Oh, there's a bed and breakfast in New Hampshire that has their own strip. House with their own strip, bed and breakfast. It's something like $1,200 for the week. It's got a 4,000-foot grass strip. You pull the plane right up, hot tub right there. I mean, there's some really cool places I'm going to show you here. But you can do restaurant ratings and things and links. You can put videos in here. You can upload your photographs. You can upload audio. You're going to see a lot of that. So that's the first button. That's just to add the basic to get a location in there. But if you have some really advanced stuff that you want to give to us to also get into the platform, like maybe 3 or 4 videos where you have like 20 photographs or something, or something you want to put in, you can actually click into this little section, which is the ability to give us more detailed information. So this is like an advanced kind of locator. You don't have to use this, but it's there if you want to give us some advanced stuff. Now, I will tell you that the team gets these, and they usually, once you guys put them in, they do some vetting, they check it out, and then they get it up, usually in a few hours that location then goes live. But you can see here the map. Now I want to show you a couple of things here on the map. Up top here, you can zoom in and out. The very center bar is a search bar if I want to search like, let's search for Orlando, or just search for whatever. So I'll pull this up, click that, and it'll take you to that exact location. So the search bar up top here will get you to anywhere like in the country or in the world that you want to put a location in. Alaska is next. I know we got a bunch of people that are chomping at the bit for Alaska. You guys, I know you got some members up there and you're ready to get going. We'll have you guys get in here real soon and get the Alaska stuff in. The other thing you can do for these tools here is on the left-hand side, you can actually search for the actual pins or the location. Maybe it's a restaurant, or let's pull up, well, here's an iconic one, Johnson Creek. So we just type Johnson and you'll see Johnson Creek shows up. Let's just click on that. Boom, takes us right into where Johnson Creek is. You got a little red circle around it there. And so that takes you to Johnson Creek. So this search piece right here gives you the ability to search for everything that's on the map. And let me tell you, right now, there's thousands and thousands of pictures and videos and so many locations and stuff. So you can search by them here, like, what's another cool one that came up today? Gaston's. So you can see that you can search for all those locations there. So that is a cool search. You got two different kinds of searches you can do. Now, I also want to show you down the bottom here. So you see across the bottom, these are all categories. So if I'm a float plane pilot and I just don't want to see backcountry or bush, I can just click these little buttons down bottom here. So if I go like that, you see all the bush landing spots just disappeared. Or if I don't want to see backcountry locations, boom, the backcountry locations disappear. So if I'm a seaplane pilot, you know, I can still see all these. I got seaplanes with restaurants, just seaplane locations. We'll show you a whole bunch of them, like down here in Florida. I'm going to show you one in Miami we went to. We'll get to that in a little bit. But if I am bush country or I want to see these bush strips, you can turn these off and on. You've got a do not land, which is one of the newer versions. So there's some areas that are confusing to us. If we're trying to be out there and we're trying to do some bush flying and stuff, there's some areas you cannot land in. You know, you don't want to land in Indian reservations, stuff like that. So this takes the guesswork out, where you'll see that it'll say do not land locations. Then we have land with restaurants, we have land with different kind of attractions and things, and then we got Trent Palmer Special. So Trent's been putting in all his little secret locations, hundreds of them that you can get to here, and if you don't want to see his locations, you can just click that off and on. So you can see that this is a really cool tool down bottom here to really fine-tune what you want to see in the type of flying that you're doing. Now if I scroll down here, you'll see a really cool view. One, there's an advanced detailed view we'll get to in a second, but here is a way that you can see all the locations in a kind of a list view, and you can sift and sort on top of here by categories or by, let's say, restaurant or the rating of the locations. So if I click this, like number 555, these ratings are from all of you guys. So this is a community effort where you guys go to a location or a restaurant 5 or 6 times and you guys all rate it like 2 or 3. It takes the average of all of our locations as an E3 member community, and then it gives you that average right there on the right. Then a restaurant has its own rating. So you've got the location rating. So if it's like a really cool spot with some good fishing and hunting, or fishing and camping, you know, we can rate that. Like a Johnson Creek obviously has a pretty high rating. Then there's restaurant ratings. There's some places in here that I've been to that are absolutely incredible. 5-star steakhouses where you're pulling the plane right up to this incredible, beautiful deck overlooking the airport. That's up in the Atlanta area. We'll actually look at some of those. Actually, it's right here, Elevation. So we'll look at that. So you can sift and sort by the top of these. You can change how many are on the page at any one time. But even better, remember we talked about the categories that are on the bottom in these colors? You can also say, well, I only want to see land locations with a restaurant, and then it resorts this whole page for you and only shows you the things that you're interested in. So you can do that there. Now, if we go into the advanced settings, now the advanced settings gives you a lot of that data, but now you can actually scroll through and read everything about it too. So links and things like that. Now, I don't go into that section too much. because I get the same thing right here on the map. Actually, let's go to, let's see, there's one I like that's called Big Creek. I think this is it. Well, anyway, we'll just scroll into it. So here it is here. So now when you hover over any of the pins, locations that are on the map, first of all, you get what the location is, okay? Then when you actually click on it, it pulls up this really cool encapsulated view that gives you everything from location, the surface conditions, the runway, is it hard, you know, what is it? Most of the cases you're going to get some descriptions, links, you're going to see some images here. So when you get into the images, you get images that you guys put in here that allow us to see more details about the landing location. Like it shows you right here, different views, views from the ground. So that's pretty helpful. So you can see that from a simple view, but even better, watch this. Now, if I want to click into, I'm like, actually, let me go to, let's go back to Johnson Creek, because this one's pretty cool. Okay, so let me see, where is it? So here's Johnson Creek. We're going to pull this up. Now, if I go into the detailed view, there's a few things that are happening inside of the detailed view. Let me pull that up. So number one, you got some pictures. You can see all these really cool pictures. We even got some information on where the strip is relative to the mountains. You've got some videos that are in here that you can watch, a lot of Trent Palmer videos. So when he goes to these locations, and we've got some even special ones that are only for E3 members that are in here that Trent has done. So those are in there. In some cases, it even has a briefing on how to get into that particular location. Obviously, we're looking at ones that are up in the mountains in Idaho. So then you have the ratings. So this is the ratings we talked about. So the members down bottom here can actually put their ratings in here. And when they do a ratings, that's how we get our community ratings together. So they can come down here and give it a rating. They can put some extra information in there about it. You know, maybe it's kind of boring, but it's a cool location, or it's a really good location, I'm coming back. There's all kinds of information that you guys can all put your ratings in, and then we get our community ratings there. But even cooler that I really like is the 3D view. So if I bounce into the 3D view, so once you get into the 3D view, now you've got the ability to really look in a 3D view. You can almost fly the approach in this 3D view. Really cool. So I can really get in there, look in here, look around at the mountains, or if it's a landing spot on a lake or something like that. So you get this 3D view that's built right into your locations here. And we'll go look at a couple more. But so that's Johnson Creek. Okay, so we're back to the map here. I'm actually going to hit a couple member questions before we keep going here. Is it available to all members? Yeah, absolutely. So actually, I think it's for standard, premium, VIP, all you guys got. I think the light doesn't have the E3 SKYSHARE. So that is definitely, you guys all have access to it now, and a bunch of you that have been on beta team have already put a bunch of stuff in there. So thanks for that. Let's see, location on mobile app. Oh yeah, actually cool. So let me show you that. And I didn't show that to you on here, but if you look on the screen here, you see this little black arrow thing here. Now, when you click that, it basically knows what your location is, and then it zooms right into where your location is. So the cool thing on the app version, you're not going to be able to see this on the camera, but on the app version, basically you got the same thing. So as you're flying, or if you're wherever you want to find somewhere to go, you're in a restaurant or whatever, all you have to do is hit the same black button and it takes you right to that. So then it shows you all the locations that are around where you are right now. So the app version is kind of cool too. And you can kind of see here, you can do a lot of the same stuff. You can change what you want to see for do not lands or bush country, zoom in and out. Really cool on the app. And the thing that's cool about the app too is if you're on a location or you're flying, you can do add location, take pictures from your phone, and it puts those right into the location finder there. So that's kind of cool. Any other questions right now? No, we'll get that out. Okay, let's, I'm going to go into a couple. Actually, I'm going to show you something really cool for the 3D. Like a lot of, I'd say about 60% of all the locations have some really cool 3D built into it. I'm gonna go to this one in Miami. As you can see, there's our plane. That's that one right there. So we just flew down to Miami. We put this cool location in here, and it's called, I think it's called Picnic Island. Oh, Pace Picnic Island. So we got videos in there and all that kind of stuff, and you can see how you want to take the approach on this and things. But another cool thing I was going to say is if you look at the 3D in some of these, 60% of them, you'll see that the 3D in here actually has everything from, you can see the trees, you can see the beach, and if I turn this way, you'll actually see the city and all the buildings. And you can see the 3D is really kind of cool in a lot of these, especially in the mountain areas and things like that. Like here's another really cool one that is, this is an island resort and restaurant that you can fly your seaplane into. Let's bounce into this one because this one's got some really cool stuff too. So you can see they show you the landing area, how to taxi in. You got some really great pictures. You can beach right in these areas. You can dock if you want. And in most of these, we have instructions on, you know, call ahead of time, tell them you're coming in. Like there's some videos in here. Again, you get the 3D versions and all that kind of stuff. So that's a cool location. All right, so Gaston's, this is, here it is. This is a cool grass strip. Yeah, cool grass strip. They got camping there. There's a really good restaurant there. Really cool laid back place. And as you can see, you've got all the information about it here on the short view. There's a video that shows you how to get in there and stuff. Here's some videos that shows you the strip here according to the river. And then if we go into the detailed view again, you can see that we show you the landing strip based on the river and the mountains and things. Some really cool pictures of the location. Down here you got some member reviews. You see some member reviews here. A lot of times, which is really cool. I'll try to find some, but everybody's even taking pictures of their meals and their food and stuff, and they're putting them in here for the restaurants. I've been using this for the restaurants like crazy. I got so sick and tired of going to the same 2 or 3 places all the time. Right around me, I had no clue. You guys showed me a whole plethora of places that I can go to, and whether it's the Cub or in the other planes and stuff and the jets. So it's been great. So thank all you guys for putting those in there. Yeah, I've got to show you this one. This is, somebody just put this in. It's called Cheat River Island. They have some really cool fly-ins on weekends and things. Let me just go into this one. I want to show you this one because this is a cool place. I'm definitely going here. So as you can see, they got a couple runways. There's a little bit of mountains going on here. They actually have some websites and calendars. You can go to some of the fly-ins, but look at some of these. These are just really great pictures of some of the fly-ins and stuff that happened there. Then here's some more pictures where you can kind of see you can land this way and you can land this way. So that's a really cool location. Whoever put that in, I can't remember who put that one in. There's videos here how to fly in there. Again, all the information about the runways and who to call, but that's a cool one. But I'm going to go back and let's say I want to find a really good restaurant. I want to go land with restaurants, and I want to sort by the best locations, restaurants. So using the sort view or the list view, you can see here I can just pull up a little bit of the pictures that gives you a little bit of a snapshot of that particular location. Every one of them's got some information. This is a seaplane, obviously. So like this is the one I talked about. This is the Chop House. So if you click on that from the list view, it'll take you right to the detailed view of that particular location. Like I said, people are taking pictures inside the restaurant of their foods and things like that. Here it is right here. You can see plates of their food. So really cool tool. So I don't want to spend too much more time on it. Let's see, we've got some more questions coming in. Let's see, let me just drop the map back here. Yes, we have thousands that are in there. Cost. Okay, so cost. E3 members, it's included in your membership. You don't pay for it in your E3 membership. It's actually included. When it gets out of beta version, I think they're going to be charging on its own, just by itself. I think it's going to be about $24 a month, because there's a lot more in it and a lot more going to it. I'm not going to spend much more time, but you guys can go in and check it out. But right now, it's all included in your E3 membership. And your E3 membership is less than what this is going to be on its own per month. And it's some really cool stuff coming up for your E3 members coming up. So next question, are the locations vetted? Well, Yes and no. First of all, they're vetted because it's you guys, the community, that are putting all these locations in. But our team does check. So if somebody puts in a restaurant or something like that, and the phone number and the URL for the restaurant, our team will go check. And in most cases, they'll actually call the restaurant and say, hey, we just want to check in. We have you on our E3 SkyShare. Is it okay that people fly in to you guys? Yeah, no problem. Here's what you do, blah, blah, blah. And if the restaurant gives us back some information, like, hey, make sure you park here or tie down here or whatever, then we actually go in and we update and put that in there. And then you see the updated dates as we get that information. Any other questions you guys are putting in there? Oh, can I add many locations? Absolutely. You can add as many locations as you want. And then the more details you give us, the better. And then it makes this even better for all of us as members. So check on that. Let's see, mobile app. Yep, it's in your mobile app. So when you go into your mobile app now, when you log into your mobile app for the E3 mobile app, you'll see you've got your home screen, you've got E3 TV, where you've got a lot of all of your courses and all the entertainment and things like that. And then right next to it, this little blue button is the map. So when you click on that, that's where you can get to your map on the mobile. It works a little different than your desktop for obvious reasons, and it's integrated with your pictures and things like that. So you can load your pictures up and stuff like that. And then of course, here's your more button for your mobile app with all members, pictures, and all that kind of stuff. So it is on the mobile app too. Any other questions? Trent Palmer, yes, the Trent Palmer locations are included in here. That's about it. I don't think you'll get any more questions coming in. No, so everybody go check it out. Go in, start to look at all locations. If you've been to some of these locations, put your ratings in there too. And then together, us together is what makes this so great. So again, thanks everybody for being on the webinar tonight. We're gonna see you on the next webinar. We have some really special guests coming on. I can't say who it is yet, but it's gonna be on real soon. We actually have another guest coming on a couple nights. I think we got a webinar coming up with somebody that actually had to bail out of their extra 300, pull their parachute. They're going to come talk about their experience and how it's actually a non-event. I know that's something that scares people in aerobatic flying, but he said it was really not a big deal, and of course it saved his life. But he's going to tell his whole story, so that one's coming up. We've got Rob Holland coming on. Trent Palmer, we're going to be talking about some of Trent's locations. We're actually going to talk about some of his favorite locations that are in here. So a lot of stuff coming up, E3 members. Thanks for being on tonight. And helicopters firing up outside. So we'll see you guys on the next one. Take care, everybody.